First, let's discuss 4 candidates, who should survive and who can die. Yep, I'm ready. Hold up, KG. Unlike last time, there's been a bunch of card trades. If we logic it out, I'm sure we can figure out who has the sacrifice and Keymaster without going around suspecting each other. If everyone speaks honestly. Would they lie? At the very least, the sacrifice can't tell the truth, now can they? So it's fine to start finding 4 candidates. Because those who aren't candidates can be honest. Yep, and also, if we prove what everyone's cards are right now, voting is gonna be hell. It'll be pure blame-throwing. That guy should die. This guy should die. It'll be cruel, and leave no trace of any bonds we've got. Fine, I get it. I'm on board, KG. And so I'm gonna say it. So, you're the most suspicious in my book. Huh? Wait, Rico, So contributed so much to our escape. I know that, but then who do I vote for? Huh? I can't possibly choose anyone else. If I'm gonna vote, it's gotta be for So. This is how I really feel. So, get a grip, be honest, and clear our doubts. Seems I just don't click with people who speak from emotion. Shut up. I'm telling you, say what you really... Then I'm fine with being the first candidate. What? After all, I am the sacrifice. No, you are not. You are not the sacrifice. I refuse to believe it. But were you even listening to us? This ain't the time to say your role. Was there a rule against confessing your own? So I see. Sorry, KG. I just didn't feel comfy letting you take the initiative. I know. I'll nominate the next suspicious person. How about that? He's got some no good idea again. So he was working with Kanna, Kanna, Q, and Now. So at least those 4 altogether are suspicious. And I swear that Now has the sacrifice card. So wants to get Kanna out of here no matter what. So I'm going to oppose him with this. You can't. An approach where whoever's chosen nominates the next person is just... Huh? Are you panicking, Miss Sara? I'm not panicking. I nominate Kanna. What? Bastard, now what are you saying? Everyone should already understand this. She's easily tricked, timid, and lacks ability. What does she even have besides sympathy? I mean, you're not wrong, but... Shut the hell up. Ain't it you who you used? Ain't it you who used her? After using her so cruelly, is So trying to betray her? No, he's not. So, you're giving Kanna time to vindicate herself. Huh? Sure thing. Let's have a discussion about Kanna's action during Let's have a discussion about Kanna's actions during the death game. So that we can trust her. Kanna. At first you just holed up in So's room. They've generally acted together. So should be the one who can prove her worth, damn it. Let's see. Kanna was dead weight the whole time. What a hindrance. She saved me during the memory dance. Hindrance? Kanna looks like she's pretty shocked to hear that. I couldn't blame her. I'm sure you understand, Sara. You can extract statements from them. And also, you've got a new weapon, too. I what now? You know, from when we were searching together. Your shrewd detective vision. When someone makes a statement, you might notice someone else having a reaction. I can do that? Now let's get to it, partner. Detective vision. I love it. Okay. First, let's, hindrance. Hold up in So's room. Ah. Kanna isn't a hindrance? Kanna. No. I've been getting fed up with having a useless helper, too. Just now, I felt like So's first statement caused someone else's expression to change. While their expressions changed, I should... Oh! I see. Oh, I missed Q's. My bad. Kanna, are you too shocked to speak? But it seems like you're trying to say something. In that case, I just have to inspire Kanna's heart. Inspire it by attacking it. Oh, gee. Come on. Done. Kanna, are you fine with him just saying that? It's fine. You can get mad. Let what's in your heart come out right now. Kanna? She isn't a hindrance at all. So saying mean things just because you can do hacking, but wasn't Kanna the one who did hacking first? I'm sorry, what? Hold your horses. How do you mean that? Kanna did hacking? Sheesh, you never make yourself clear. Please, tell us about this in a little bit more detail. Okay. Kanna did some hacking way before so did any of his. What kind of hacking was it? I figured out a password, breaking into someone else's things. That's called hacking, right? Does this mean Kanna is adept with computers too? You can't call something like that hacking. Don't misuse words you only just learned. Alright, Sara, let's advance a discussion like this. Alright. Extract statements to expand the discussion. Present items to use them as evidence, or have statements duke it out to find discrepancies. Alright. I can do that. Okay, just want to make sure. Okay. Does this mean Kanna's adept with computers too? I heard they taught programming in middle school now, but I think they even teach hacking. No, I don't think it's the same thing. But what password could it have been? When I heard that, I could only think of the password to start up the laptop. What about you, So? It's really concerning. We don't have much time for discussion. Then how about you explain everything yourself, So? I am explaining. Explaining what a useless girl Kanna is. You are trying to play the bad man. I know it. Don't talk about people like tools, goddammit. Figured out a password breaking into someone else's things. That's called hacking, right? So I've been fretting about it since yesterday. He was going, I don't know the password, taking his beanie off and putting it on. Suddenly I looked at So's hands, and was struck by how clean he kept them even in these circumstances. And then I had an epiphany. There might be traces from the password being typed? So I figured out the password from finger marks left on the keys. Nice, Kanna! Very good. Kanna isn't incompetent. No, you are not. I don't know much about machines either. Okay. Hold on. Do I have anything? No. Maybe? No good, she's unresponsive. Alright, my cloud is gone. So let's see. Let's grab that. No, put it right here. Oh, dang it. Okay. Kanna, could it be that you didn't use the laptop to hack? But rather you solved the password for the laptop itself? Yes. I see. Before the laptop was handed to So, I was the last one to enter the password. And my fingers left marks. Little bits of dirt from when I pressed the keys. When did you solve the password? It was before the trading phase began. Hold on a sec. Don't you think that sounds funny, Sara? Yeah, hold on. The password wouldn't have been that at first. The password changed into Sara's mom's name. So, how does that work? It's unusual. Because we thought So shared the laptop so we could learn the password from us. That too. But according to you, you peeked inside before sharing the laptop with everybody? Yes. Then there was no reason to join forces? That's wrong. So wanted an opportunity to reconcile with everyone. Kanna, sorry to say, but there was another reason. Huh? Why did Sho share the laptop with us? To view the Sara folder. Yep, that's gotta be it. The Sara folder had a separate password, which was the name of Sara's mother. You gotta be kidding. So, you accepted my deal without saying nothing about this? Your deal? What of it? Why, you... Hold on a second, what deal is this? Don't sweat it, it's just between us. I don't think so. I thought it was strange from the get-go. But it seems there was a deal going on behind the sharing of the laptop. I'll have you tell us everything. About this suspicious deal. I went to So and asked him to share the laptop. I was surprised. Q said he would give me his tokens in exchange. The two talked to each other, separated by So's bedroom door. Kanna heard it too. Okay. So said that's not a bad deal. And he also said maybe we'll reconcile, so Kanna got really happy. Kanna still believes in the goodness in So. I sure don't. I mean, I had a responsibility, you know? When the token gathering subgame started, I gathered more tokens than anybody to survive. Even the laptop I managed to get my hands on, I handed it over in exchange for So's tokens. I was possessed by the need for tokens back then, you hear? Is that really the only reason? Obviously. You think So blackmailed me or something? There ain't nothing. Blackmail? Is there really nothing? What do you know, So? I didn't intend to hear him out, but Q was so serious I just couldn't turn him down. And it turned out to be a good trade. Don't give me that scary look. You benefited from getting to see the laptop for free, right, Miss Sara? You shut your dirty mouth. Oh, right. I completely forgot the security footage. Q, was there really no opportunity for blackmail? What you saying? We acquired a certain video. Footage from the first floor security cameras. I didn't know there was such a thing. It was all clearly pictured. Q placing the roll cards. And So seeing him do it. If this isn't blackmail material, what is? No way. Q was the one who placed the cards? Muscle Gorilla was a traitor, meow? A traitor? Is that really the case? Or was there some other circumstance? Ironically, it's because of my improved intuition that I don't understand. How could someone like Q be a traitor? Why'd you do a thing like that? Where did you get the cards, Q? Please say something, Q. Security cameras? What do you mean? Huh? We should have searched every inch of the first floor. Did anybody find any security cameras? Oh, you son of a bitch. I mean, the footage is proof. Whether we discovered any cameras isn't what is important here. You were caught on camera. That's the only proof we need. Must be a puppet show. Oh. Huh? If you think about it, we've been getting tricked left and right. Fake Reco, fake Machine AI. The kidnappers can move around fakes of us whenever and however they like. You mean... Looks like you got tricked, Sara. Scripted by the kidnappers, actors, and our fakes. You fell for a fake movie put on by dolls. I don't know what you guys saw, but it was all a trap, I tell ya. Learn your lesson. Come on, So, betray him. But, talk about a disadvantage. Preparing fakes to trick us was a stellar move by our enemies, huh? And can't take Q lightly either. Looks like you've been talked down for once, Miss Sara. Anyway, I told you about the deal between me and So. And I mean, after we all looked at the laptop, I was passed out the whole time. There's gotta be somebody more suspicious than me. I'm doubling down, fuck you. Hold on, why did you pass out in the room of rubble in the first place, Q? Well, I... don't remember. No way. It's true. Got no memory from the moment I entered that room. When I woke up, it was the main game. Now it's a rude awakening. So, surely someone else knocked him out. Then we should find who did it, meow. They've got to be a villain, meow. Woof. The last time I saw Q healthy wasn't when we were looking at the laptop? Then after the sacrifice was passed to me. I started to panic and ran off to get tokens. Right, I didn't see Q after that. If I can determine everyone's actions at that time... Alright, then we gotta talk about what each of us was doing up then. Well... When we shared the laptop, there were 6 of us in the lobby. Me, So, Kanna, Sara, Keiji, and Rekko. After Sara suddenly took off running, we stayed and looked at the laptop, but there wasn't much else. And after we were done looking at it, Kanna went to deliver the laptop to So. Your friendly policeman stayed in the lobby for a little while. I wasn't feeling well and ran to the bathroom. I talked with Miss Now on the way back. Right, I talked with So about our plan to hack the Professor machine. I was searching the pitch-black first floor room, meow. Oh yeah, that's right, you were down there. I was thinking I had to go back to the 3rd floor, but there was a nuisance in the way, woof. The laughing doll Sue Miley, meow. It was scary, woof. So Jin was on the 1st floor until I reunited with him in the Room of Lies? So, yeah, wait. How did he get back? I think it was because the plan went well that our escape plan could progress. So it was really dependable then. And yet... Yeah. After we were done looking, we sort of split up, one searching here and there. I don't have a whole ass alibi or nothing, but I ain't the culprit. Your friendly policeman stayed in the lobby for a little while. People came by the lobby now and then, so I can verify their alibis. Any other questions, cute little detective? He's kinda in high spirits. Why? So was talking with Now in the ruined corridor. About what? Sorry, Kanna just gave So the laptop and left right away, so... She was worried about Sara, so Kanna went looking for her alone. Is that so? After the sound of the trade and you leaving, Sara, I went back to searching too. After talking to Keiji in the lobby, I went back to the room of rubble, then lost consciousness. I want to say I couldn't move all of a sudden and bumped my head on the wall, but... Yeah, no, you didn't. You got hit with a taser. Wasn't feeling well and ran to the bathroom. I talked with Miss Now on the way back. Specifically, we talked about our hacking plan. Kanna came to deliver the laptop during our chat. I thought about having Kanna join the plan, but she promptly went off somewhere. That's my alibi, pretty much. Pretty amazing it could knock out Kitaro. Stun guns are dangerous stuff. How would you know that? It's a shame his precious time just got wasted like that. Why do you know that, So? Hold on. Can I store his statement and attack him with itself? No. Maybe? Hold on, I'm gonna save before I do that. Yeah. You know the weapon used well, So. Huh? I quietly took the stun gun from the scene. So only Jin and I knew that Q was attacked by a stun gun. The only other person who could know was the culprit. So that settles it. It was you who used the stun gun to knock Kitaro out, damn it. So? I give... You found me out so easily. So... Sorry, I didn't want anyone getting in the way of the hacking plan we were preparing. When he suddenly entered the room, I went and used it without even thinking. Where'd you find a dangerous thing like that anyway, meow? I can't seem to recall. Meow? Something feels off. You'd really have to be at your wit's end to use a single-use stun gun. Was something more going on between Q and So? That's enough. Just knowing who the culprit was is enough. That can't... Might be pointless to push any further. So's got no intention of explaining himself. For now, we should spare time for someone else. If we're gonna suspect each other, we have to do it now while we have time, huh? Even if it's hard to say, we have to say it. You mean doubting so we can trust Meow? That's right. Be brave and talk, everyone. Let's discuss if there's anyone besides So who acted suspicious. Come to think of it, I was wondering about how Now spent most of the first half in the Room of Lies. There's this video I've been curious about, so there's a certain someone I suspect a little. Actually, while I was searching the dark first floor, I saw a weird video, Meow. Pretty curious about Jin's actions myself. Why do you know how to get to the first floor? Well, let's ask Jin first, because I'm really curious about that. There was a guy with glasses and something like an axe swung at his head. Then he said Big Sis Sara's name. It can't... That video? Jin, you had to watch that? Of course, I don't suspect you or anything, Meow. I got scared and left the room right away, but I'm sure that's a victim video, Meow. Oh, Jin, I'm so sorry you had to watch that. Did you see something similar in Big Sis Sara? Yes, I did. Actually, this video, when I first watched it, I was too scared to look. So I used the fake Professor Mishima's monitor to play it again. What sort of video was this? Well... It's possible it was just faked, right? So I don't want to say anything irresponsible. I won't know unless you tell me. But look, it's that video I watched with you before, Sara. A video I saw with her. I'll talk to her in a second about that. Though actually, it was just tough for her to stay in her room because of the fake Mishima. See, no point in suspecting her if we know the reason. Isn't that right, Sara? If there's no other reason, sure. Him noticing a secret door just by searching the room of rubble had me tilting my head a bit. You need a better nose than a police dog to do that. If Jin has the sense of smell of both a dog and a cat, then... Just a reminder, Jin's a human. Is he, though? Is he? He is. Now, you're talking about this victim video, aren't you? The one I dropped. Yes, that's exactly right. There was a woman tied up by chains, and this terrifying device started up. And just like that, the woman died. And there was a man in front laughing. From behind, he looked like the policeman. To me, it looked like he left the woman to die. Huh, a shocking story. But it could always be a forgery. Then why don't we ask? KG, is that video real, or do you deny it? I'm doubting you so we can believe you. Turning his words back on him, huh, So? I see how it is. Oh, no. Do I protect him or do I say nothing? 'Cause I'm curious too. I'm gonna protect him. Wait, please, KG is... Stop, Sara. There's no reason for you to protect me. He's right. In fact, Miss Sara, you should press the issue for us. What? I'm sure even KG will open his mouth for his dear Miss Sara. Expose the true colors he's kept hidden so long. I'm counting on you. Expose KG by my own hand? Alright, fine. I didn't want to fight you, Sara, but, well, can't let him mislead me. I'll choose words I can refute and talk back. Okay. Sakurai's videos show the first trials, isn't that right? Everybody knows it. No, none of us heard about what your first trial was yet, KG. Oh, that was a... Oh! Please, don't lie like so. Boy, that's a shocking comparison to hear. Sorry, I will reflect on it. She didn't see it alone, it was me. Unfortunately, I also watched it with her once, in the monitor room. There's no mistake, KG. So I see. Alright. Did you see your friendly policeman nice and clearly? Can't really make a great call from a backside view. No, I can identify you. I can identify you even from behind. Your golden hair. No one could imitate it. Pretty sure all our enemy need is a wig to imitate it, actually. In fact, they've even got fake dolls. How can you prove it was the real me? That was a failure. Couldn't have been a fake movie. Strange suspected, then turn around and believe this one. There's zero difference between them. The security camera footage had no sound. I admit it's weak evidence, but you can't talk about them like they're identical. Makes some sense. Okie dokie, I'll admit that. Seems there was one wherever you do the first trial as a pair. Any sort of connection. You know, they're pretty oh wait, whoops. My bad. I didn't read it clearly. So what do you have to say for yourself now, Keiji? I give up. I can't beat you, Sara. Please, tell us everything, Keiji. The video is real. The victim video that I now saw. And it was also my first trial. The woman's name was Megumi Sasahara. She was my boss ever since I joined the force. I'm Keiji Shinogi. I've been assigned here starting this week. It's good to meet you. I like your non-golden hair. Good to meet you too. I'm Megumi Sasahara. I suppose this makes me your trainer. Well, well, pretty impressive for your age, Shinogi. Yes, ma'am. But you might be a bit too serious. Even if you have stamina, you have to think about how you spend it, or it won't last. I heard you were rather elite, Miss Megumi. Why would you serve as a trainer for the likes of me? I wonder indeed. I have high hopes for you. Yes, ma'am. But then came the day of my nightmares. I shot a person. A criminal in a certain case. Miss Megumi. What? Why am I not being punished? I've killed a person. In self-defense, yes. But the criminal wasn't even holding a weapon. That's just what the law says. You've done nothing wrong. Miss Megumi, I heard you made a backroom deal. So what? What? Get back to your duty. You're police. She's the benefactor who protected me. I'll never forget it. I owed her the worst kind of debt. Left her to die? No. But I killed her. Megumi. Mr. Policeman, get a hold of yourself, meow. Sorry for keeping quiet, everyone. Truth is, your friendly policeman's not a policeman anymore. Keiji. I'm surprised. What a dangerous individual we've had lurking in our midst. Says you! If you vote for me, I won't complain. No. Everyone? Speaking of voting, I think it's about time to decide who you'll vote for and which four should enter the final vote. Meow? No way, that was way too quick. Well, you need time to work out the card trades this time, you see. Precisely. Choosing victim without a satisfactory discussion is not an outcome we desire either. Ugh. What do we do? I don't want to suspect, but Q, So, Keiji, you three are pretty sketchy. Hold up, don't we need one more person, though? Troubling, huh? If it comes down to three options, it would make our choices that much narrower. We gotta suspect someone again, Woof? Then maybe it's better to think of who to leave out from the final vote, Meow. Who to leave out? That's a good idea. Really? If you aren't chosen in the preliminary vote and are dropped out, because you can no longer be chosen, there's no need to lie anymore. That might be one of our greatest allies. Of course, if you're the sacrifice, it works against you. Got it, Wolf. Let's talk about who we want to leave out. I think because Sara should be left out, meow, because she's super dependable for reasoning, woof. We should leave someone out with lots of tokens, like Q. How about we leave out Jin, since he doesn't have any tokens? We shouldn't be selecting Jin or Kanna. Sacrificing a kid's no good at all. So should be left out. I mean, didn't he say he was the sacrifice to start? I have to say, I'd be grateful if Sara was left out. Right. If we're leaving someone out, I think I'd say Miss Sara too. Really? Why? Why you, so? 'Cause you're cute. What did you think I was gonna say? Duh! When our escape failed, I looked at you and had a thought. She's acting kinda strange. You have this desperate look, as if you had the sacrifice. What? And on top of that, a last-minute trade right after our escape failed. Just a tad suspicious, isn't it? I want to know the truth about you, Miss Sara. You know what, that's fair. We shouldn't be selecting Kin or Jana. Jin or Kanna. I ain't trying to look like a good person. I just feel like once we lose our sensibilities, we're going to turn into demons. If it's going to come to that, then pick me, Sara. I have to say I'd be glad if Sara was left out. My reason? Because she's cute. Because you're the one I want to live most. No matter what. Oh. There's been a bunch of card trading this time. It's possible Q with all his tokens was involved in at least one trade. And him giving his tokens to So, that subject could really influence the discussion. We should leave him out to extract info. So should be left out. I mean, didn't he say he was the sacrifice to start? It's because So's the sacrifice that he's saying such rotten shit. If he spouts suspicious stuff and loses our trust, he can get us to vote for him. Leave him out and his heart should calm down. But I wonder if just leaving him out will make him say what he's really thinking. For an ally, he's a real pain, huh? He really is. How about we leave out Jin, since he doesn't have any tokens? Just listen, the best person to leave out is someone who's very likely to have the sacrifice. If the sacrifice comes around to you, you can trade it away if you have tokens, right? But Jin has 0 tokens. If Jin had the sacrifice even once, he wouldn't be able to trade it. So there's a high chance he's the sacrifice? No, I don't believe it. And also, I swore to protect Big Sis Sara, meow. Jin, I believe in you, meow. Oh, Jin, you softie, I love you. Oh, hold on. Last minute trade. Q, is something the matter? There being a trade just before the main game. Is it true? Huh? Yeah, it's true. Which means, yeah, just maybe. I figured out who's got the sacrifice. What? How could you possibly know that from what we've just... Q? I know. Everybody listen up. I'm the Keymaster. What? Yeah, I'm daring to say it before voting. What's this all of a sudden? I can't tell where you're going with this. You would say that, huh, Sara? What? I'm sorry for taking the Keymaster. Does he mean... The sacrifice card got sent was mine, Sara. It's Q who sent me the sacrifice? And you've still got the sacrifice now, ain't that right? What's he talking about? I have a commoner card now. He's making just a false accusation here. Stay calm. What do I do? Explain myself or make use of this? Because if I make use of it, I can say I have the sacrifice card and I won't get voted. But if I explain myself, I'm trustworthy. I absolutely don't have the sacrifice. So relax, everyone. You can vote for... Huh? Now that I think about it, being thought of as a sacrifice is better for not getting votes. I'm actually not sure anymore if there's a good reason to deny it. Well, just nobody vote for Miss Sara. That should be right. That should be fine, right? If nobody votes for it, she becomes a candidate. That proves she's sacrificed with a double vote. I would like that, but it's about time we proceed with the vote. Please wait. Can we decide on such an important vote with so much unclear? We just can't sort it out in such a short time. What should we do? The victim's gonna be one of the ones we nominate, remember? We should really discuss it some more. You sure don't know when to give up. Time's up. Please select the 4 that will remain in the final vote. Oh my god, who? So, Q says he's the Keymaster. So says he's the sacrifice, which I don't believe for a second. I'm pretty sure Now has the sacrifice. Which means me, Rekko, Jin, and either Keiji or Kanna has commoner cards. Which would also mean that Q, So, and Now probably have the Keymaster, Sacrifice, and Sage cards. I have to vote for Q. What? Well, at least I didn't get voted. The first vote's over. And I wasn't chosen. Relief. I can feel my strained nerves loosening. But why these 4? Sara, you... It's just like I said. I'm not the sacrifice, I'm a commoner. 4 will advance to the final vote. So Hiyori. Kanna Kizuchi. Keiji Shinogi. Now Ego Koro. Why me? Kanna, please. This isn't right. I know this to spare myself. You can't want to have a conversation when you feel like this. Which is why it's my role to inspire them. Like Keiji did for me in the first main game. Lift your heads up. We've always done what we had to do. No matter how cruel it is, you can't stop. But, Kanna, we're not your enemies. Even if someone is the sacrifice, we move in the same direction. We talk and we advance the discussion. Sara, right you are. The real battle begins here. Everyone. Guess those of us who weren't picked should start. Incidentally, my role's commoner. Got that? Muscarilla, it's not the time to shrivel up. Let's remember the card trades in order, woof. Yeah. So at least I'm not in danger of dying. But I need to somehow save Kanna. Now, please grasp your fate with your own hands. May you not all perish. Now, we're going to proceed along, digging into the details of the trades. Vixis Rekko, got it, meow. Gashu quietly sat in the chair again. There are 4 trades made in total. There ain't that many. By the way, I've been a commoner the whole way, Woof. Didn't get traded with even once, meow. Trading cards requires 50 tokens. Only so many people can make trades. So, if I remember right, so Jin had no tokens. Q had a lot of tokens. Rekko had a few tokens. So let's see, Jin. My heart was pounding, wondering when I'd get past a bad card, meow. But my roll didn't change up until the very end, woof. I made it through all 5 trades, meow. 5? The token rankings had Q in the first and Jin in the last, if I heard right. Me, you, and Now were near the bottom, right? I don't think we had enough tokens to trade cards. No, we didn't. But there were 4 made in total. There ain't that many. Glad we gotta give him more time to sort it out. Hold on 1 second. Muscarilla, that's wrong, meow. What? There were 5 trades, woof. 5? Wait, by my memory there were 3. That's a different number than what you said. Then I heard there was one just before the main game. Ah, I get it. You misunderstood, Q. There were 2 trades while you were out. What? That don't make no sense. That's our line, meow. Sorry, but nobody's given me an explanation. Ah, well, that's on us. Okay, Q, when was it that you got past Sara the Sacrifice card? Actually, did you have the sacrifice from the start? Nah, that ain't it. The first card I had was Commoner. So at least me and Q were commoners from the start. I get it. That tells me most of the trades. Hold on, I want to write this out. So if I remember right, Sara's trades went like this. Commoner, Keymaster, Commoner, Sacrifice, Commoner. I think. Or it could be that she was Commoner, Keymaster, Sacrifice, then another trade happened, then the fifth trade she became Commoner. I'm pretty sure that's how it went. But I don't have a clue, Wolf. Why's that, Meow? Because your friendly policeman made the first trade. For real? Who'd you trade what? I gave Sara the Keymaster. So that means KG had the Keymaster first, and I know that's true because I talked to him. Which means his next trade became... He was a Commoner next. Huh? Then what card did Sara have to start with? I have no reason to lie, but I was a Commoner. You traded Keymaster for Commoner, Mal? And I deepened our trust doing it. You sure did, buddy. Let's do a little sort out. In the first trade, I passed the Keymaster into Sara's hands. In the second trade, what got traded? Yeah, it had to be my Commoner and Q's Sacrifice. Oh wait, no. Whoops. Concerning the order of things. Oh yeah. So second trade. So that was the first trade, that's the second trade. Okay. Whoops. In the third trade, Sara's Keymaster and Q's Sacrifice were swapped. Yep, that's what it'd mean. Masterella, tell us everything you can remember, Meow. We're gonna have you tell us all the details of the third trade. Ugh. At the time of the third trade, I was searching the first floor alone, Meow, so I want to know the situation. The third trade happened while everyone was sharing the laptop. And that was when I got the sacrifice. These trades, I better keep them sorted out in my head too. You can now sort out the details of the trades. Okay, so top row is the table everyone had to start with. So Jin had a Commoner the entire time, and I'm glad I don't need my notebook to write this down. Thank God. Those further to the right had more tokens to spend, in broad strokes at least. Next row is what cards everyone had after the first trade. Below that is after the second trade, third trade, and so on and so forth. And the bottom row is what they ended up with. Of course, this is all guesswork. I'll rework it if new information comes up. So, Commoner, Keymaster, Keymaster, Sacrifice, Sacrifice, Common. So that was all 5 trades. KG. Yeah, so yeah, okay. What do you have to say for yourself? Q, why aren't you talking? At the time of the third trade, I was searching the first floor alone, Meow. I was off doing all this stuff by myself, Wolf. I wanted to see the laptop, Meow. What stuff did you do exactly? It's not relevant right now, Wolf. It's pretty relevant. I was worried because you were acting strange, Sara. I think you'd been traded the sacrifice. Damn, Q, you're gonna make that trade on the spot and then act all innocent? Something strange here. Q was with us and Sara get traded a sacrifice for a Keymaster on the spot. How dare he? No, that's wrong. Because if I remember if I remember right, what happened was we were looking at the laptop. We found out that one guy with the ponytail was like someone who was supposed to be in the death game. So left. Then I got a trade. So was the one with the sacrifice. Why won't you deny it, Q? What? I mean, you need to ring a box to trade. If he used one on the spot, shouldn't we have seen him do it? What could he be hiding? Alright. Give me your heart. This is Undertale now. My God! This is hard! Oh, good, it slows down. Jesus. Be as silent as you want. It's no use. Spit it all out, Q. You were lying. I meant to cooperate. With Sara, with everyone. But I got used for convenience. I'm pathetic. A pathetic adult. The third trade, my sacrifice being sent to Sara. It wasn't me. It was So's doing. What? I don't know what you're talking about. So knew. He knew I had the sacrifice. What? When everyone was sharing the laptop, So wasn't going to use the toilet. He wanted to use a ring-up box to trade my sacrifice and Sara's Keymaster. Don't know a thing about that. Wait a second, you chose 2 other people that made them trade? You can do that? It must be possible, huh? So you can say that with confidence. So, isn't it about time you confess? Tell us your real reason for sharing the laptop. Huh, such a deeply suspicious individual, KG. Rich of you to say that, so? The discussion stuck in equilibrium, failing to come to an agreement. How would I hear the truth from your mouth? About what? Okay. Q couldn't do the third trade. I was on the toilet. Nope. Exactly, because he was with us. The question is, how did you know the sacrifice? Jeez, just rolling on ahead with this assumption that I knew, huh? Did you learn about Q's sacrifice via hacking? Couldn't I just take a peek to do that? He probably did. I didn't do anything like that. You have proof? Now that you mention it, I'm at a loss. No, he could have. He said he could switch the roll cards. No, peeking would be impossible. Is my suspicion cleared? Nope, okay. I can't upset the ballots, let's start over. Okay. He couldn't do the trade. He could. Q's intent was to negotiate with So, and as a contingent for his trade, he showed So his sacrifice card. It's natural to think that. Such an active imagination, Miss Sara. How about you use that imagination to consider what the negotiation was like? Q started to negotiate outside So's bedroom door. Yeah. Even So's already recognized that fact. That's right. How did So react to Q's proposition? Must let him in immediately. You do know Q despises me quite a bit. So would I really throw caution to the wind and open the door for him? Oh, yeah. Miss Sara, don't... Oh, shit. Okay. Weirdly, pal, you're frail, So you surely wouldn't have that courage. Is that what it meant to be a provocation? It's not working. Adults are too cool-headed. Are they, though? They're really not. Q had already taken the laptop from him once before, so wouldn't let him in the room, no questions asked. Then did they make a deal through the door? How amusing. I just thought of a way. Q slipped the tablet under the door. That's it exactly. That's what Q did to propose his deal. So must have been fairly wary of Q, which would best him using force. So Kitaro informed him that he was a sacrifice in advance. Not vocally, but by showing him his tablet. So, you had yet another objective on top of tokens in the Sara folder. To control the sacrifice as you wanted. You got it. After the second trade, me and Kanna were working on the escape plan. Then I heard Kitaro through the door. Want to make a deal, he said. I didn't care to listen, but he slid his tablet under the door. And there I saw it. Sacrifice. How brave of him to go as far as offering up info just so I'd share the laptop. What do you know? Sara? You saw that first floor security footage, right? Well, it's the truth. I haven't discussed my first trial, have I? It was an absurd trial, I tell ya. They told me set up props for the death game. Then it's true? You set up the cards? Yeah. Of course, I didn't know what they meant yet. Once I found out, I knew Kai's fate was set. It's like I killed him. Kai took the Sage card I placed just at random. That's why I at least wanted to get Kai's laptop back one more time. Such an emotional story. So that's what drove you to give me a whole 100 tokens. What? 100, meow? No shit, that's enough for 2 trades. But you left yourself just enough for 1 trade. How cunning, pretending to risk your life but not forgetting to protect yourself. What a dirty adult you are. Say again? All told, you left yourself an escape route. If you were in a pickle, you could pass the sacrifice off to someone else. That's why I decided to act first and send the sacrifice to someone else. To Miss Sara, always thinking of her allies. Is that the truth of the 3rd trade? You dick? I was hopeful it would not make you shit hair off your sheep's clothing. Why does he do all this to me? Why me every time? We high-five, dude! But you went above and beyond my expectations. Huh? The 4th trade was you, wasn't it, Miss Sara? No? What are you talking about? I mean, the sacrifice is what killed Joe, yes? I didn't have tokens. No tokens? That's hard to believe. Quiet, loner. I was with Big Sis Sara for the 4th trade. Quiet, loner. So was I. Sara didn't do any trade then. Well then, it must have been an ally who did it for you. Keiji, you took the sacrifice from Miss Sara, didn't you? What's the meaning of this? It's really very simple. The 2 of them were accomplices. Ahem? Miss Sara and Keiji forged a terrifying plan involving the sacrifice. To achieve victory in the main game by way of the sacrifice. They schemed to escape by working together and having Keiji win the vote. I suspect the 5th trade that followed was Miss Sara and Keiji making a bluff. They just picked 2 random commoner cards to trade. Then the sacrifice is Keiji? That's all a wild fabrication. I mean, the sacrifice I had was taken away by the 5th trade. So spending nonsense to lead everyone by the nose. If my reasoning is correct, which it is not. Keiji's the sacrifice, and the sage is Miss Now, perhaps? I'm the sage? Yep, so it may well be fine to have Miss Dow die. What? No, so you. No. Oh god. I just realized. I said I don't want So to die. I don't want Kanna to die. I don't want Now to die. And I don't want Keiji to die. Oh god. Wait a second. At the start you said you were the sacrifice. Yep, that was a lie. I'm a commoner. Wow. I'm surprised. And by surprised, I mean not at all surprised. No way. Then wouldn't you be in the same boat as me? I guess choosing anybody but Keiji is the same in the end. Then let's vote for Kanna, since she's the least valuable. So, enough. It's been a long time since I've hated somebody this much. Here's a friendly little police report. I long since used all my tokens. And you want me to just believe that? So, you're just dying to say I ended up being the sacrifice, aren't you? Unfortunately, I'm the Keymaster. Wait, then what's Q? Huh? What are you saying? The Keymaster's Q, though. Looks like we got him good. My real role is the Sage? Q, why would you admit that? Q is the Sage? Ridiculous. That's impossible. It's possible, alright. And as the Sage, I'm making an announcement. Keiji's without the doubt the Keymaster. It can't be true. That's all. You are on the right track to think accomplices. But it wasn't Sara I teamed up with. It was Q. All your plans are failed, my friend. Let's tell the truth of the 4th trade, shall we? The trade between Mr. Policeman and Q. First, when So betrayed me with the sacrifice, I went stomping around in a rage. When I heard about what happened, I proposed to Q that we team up. And so in the fourth trade, KG and Q's cards got traded? That fourth trade sure ended up punishing the loner now, meow. Hold on, Q, weren't you passed out during the fourth trade? Yeah, wait, hold on. I mean, KG could do the trade himself, but... is he panicking? He hasn't worked out his logic. Seeing you act funny, Sara, I was convinced. The sacrifice had moved to you. I wouldn't let it stand. I decided I'd knock him down and take my tokens back. KG noticed me then and came to talk. He persuaded me to give it up. Didn't know what So was thinking after all. And so I trusted KG and had him take custody of all my remaining tokens. All of them? That said, when I first spotted him, I just pacified him since he was pissed. But I ended up talking with Q and we thought things over. In the fourth trade, I traded my card with Q-Taro's Keymaster. But actually, I went and did this trade myself while Q was passed out. Seems Q figured it out during the main game and was able to put the story together. It's all owed to the power of that card, even my noticing of Q-Taro's Keymaster. You guys are great! And so the fourth trade, KG and Q's got traded? I'm getting confused. And that fourth trade sure ended up punishing the loner, meow. I'm sure Miss Policeman was just burning with the desire to see justice carried out, meow. He used a whole 50 tokens to trade cards with Musculo just to defeat the loner, woof. Huh? Before, Mr. Policeman said he didn't have any tokens of the fourth trade, meow. Then he couldn't have traded, woof. No, if Q gave him all his tokens, that would make sense. Hold on. So... at the time I was with KG in the first floor kitchen listening to Miley and someone else talk. Time-wise, it happened while we were sharing the laptop. It was So who sent me Q's sacrifice. That means So received 100 of Q's tokens and used 50 of them. It happened while we were in Safflin's doll room looking for Ranger's chip. Did KG and Q become accomplices and make this trade? For now, if I want to piece this together, I need to extract info from them on the fourth trade. So commoner, 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 commoner. That's what the four of us are right now. Which means either Kanna or Now is the sacrifice, which I kind of guessed. Did I say something strange? Sure enough, seems like I got knocked out and taken out in advance. But I can't imagine Mr. Policeman will lie about this. Hold on. Wait, then whose tablet is this? It was next to... hold on. It was next to Q in the room. So... whose is it? So let's take... this and apply it here. You gave him all your tokens, Meow? Sure did, and it seems like that landed way outside So's ballpark. Shut up! Running out of leeway, are we? I've still got doubts. I can't be convinced with just that. After all, KG, why are you able to know about Q having the Keymaster? Isn't the only way to do that during the main game with the Sage's power of Clairvoyance? So you still don't know. Okie dokie, let's resume the discussion. Okay. Seeing through to who the Keymaster is isn't the only way to do that during the... yeah, shouldn't it be? So wait. The power of that card. You don't mean... Yeah, the Sage's Clairvoyance, of course. The Sage could use Clairvoyance even outside the main game? That's what the tablets are for. You intentionally didn't mention it. Unraveled all the mysteries now? This should prove it. Mr. Policeman used Clairvoyance to see Kiara's Keymaster. Then I made the 4th trade to swap Q's Keymaster and my Sage. And now, there isn't even need to discuss the 5th trade anymore. Convinced of a victory earlier, you confessed. I'm a commoner. Any other questions? No, there's something odd about Keiji's story. It'll become clear if I look back at the trade so far. Card I had at first was a commoner. Keiji was the Keymaster. And in the first trade, Keymaster was sent to me and my commoner to Keiji. Okay. Next, the second trade. The sacrifice went to Q and his commoner went to someone else. In the third trade, So initiated a trade that sent me the sacrifice and Q the Keymaster. And the fourth trade, the Keymaster went to Keiji and the Sage to Q. That part's strange. Sure enough, it's... the sacrifice? No, the sacrifice went from someone to Q and then from Q to me. Of course I'm wondering who that someone was, but I think it makes sense. That's right, the Sage is out of place. Keiji should have been a commoner the whole time. So why did Keiji have the Sage at the time of the fourth trade? That must mean... No, he was lying about having the Sage now. Wait, what? Because Keiji was able to see that Q had the Keymaster. But the trades don't make sense like this. That must mean he's... Keiji's first card being the Keymaster was a lie. Keiji had the Sage from the beginning. And so his Clairvoyance let him see who had the Keymaster from the beginning too. Which is why in the first trade he could make me and the person with the Keymaster to trade. But if he did that, hasn't he been lying to me the whole time? Are you really going to vote for So? Now? Something's not right. We should discuss this a little more. Don't be stupid. You're a candidate now. If the discussion leads to you getting picked. I'm afraid too, but I just get a weird feeling. Are we sure So's really a commoner and Keiji's the Keymaster? Yeah, something is odd. In the fifth trade, why did someone trade for the sacrifice I had? And the other party was a commoner. This isn't a problem we can ignore. Yeah, Meow, this fifth trade we should talk about it some more. If by any chance we pick the sacrifice, we're done for, you know. We shouldn't need any more discussion. Keiji? Digging up both conclusions is just gonna make us more lost. It's your turn to die, So. That's how it'll end. No. We can't do that, Keiji. As long as we have time, we should seek the truth. Alright. Let's do it. We'll discuss the roles of the four who were in the final vote. This is a lot more intense than the last lap main game, let me tell you. There's someone who moved Sara's sacrifice via the fifth trade. If Keiji is the Keymaster, So Connor now should be the sacrifice, right? Is the loner really a commoner, Meow? But we should believe that, Woof. It's alright, So was convinced the whole time that Sara traded away the sacrifice. In other words, Connor now, which of them would have the sacrifice? I don't believe it. Keiji and Q are lying. Are they, though? I swear. Someone must have been able to see it. Someone must have known I had the Sage, or the sacrifice, and traded. So, and either Kanna or Now would be the one. Hold on. Damn it, damn it. So isn't seeming very persuasive at all. No, he's not. He's panicking a lot. That is to say, So fell for Keiji's tricks. The location of the sacrifice or any other card, he didn't know one lick about the truth. If he'd stolen my tablet when he knocked me out, maybe he could have learned my card. But I kept it on me at all times to avoid just that. Kept it tucked beneath my clothes. So didn't have a chance to do tomfoolery. He's a commoner. His tablet, huh? It's just painful to think it over anymore. Vote for So and let's end this, Sara. If Keiji's the Keymaster, So, Kanna, now should be the sacrifice, right? Sara, you really didn't have any tokens, right? You didn't have someone to sacrifice? Please believe me. Alright. In that case, it's gotta be someone with tokens who made it to the final vote, yeah? So or Kanna? Is there any possibility that his Keymaster was sent somewhere else at some point? Kyotaro's sage power should let him see that Keiji's the Keymaster. Then is that possibility 0? What if it's all the loner lying, Wolf? Well, I mean, we know the loner. Him not being able to refute anything is weird, Meow. Could it be he's actually accomplices with Bucket Girl and putting on an act, Meow? It's very possible. So wait. Q, you're saying you had your tablet on you at all times, yeah? Yep, take a look, it's right here. And when you woke up, where was it? On the table in the Last Supper room. On the table? I'd call that being off for you, Meow. As I thought. The tablet Q has is a spare. This tablet I picked up was lying near you when you were passed out. What'd you say? What I would assume this is Kyotaro's original tablet. The question is, why was it lying on the floor? Because So took it. What? But they're locked by fingerprints, woof. But if he was knocked out, he could use the... Yeah. Sure, but while near him, he could bypass that by simply pressing the fainted Q's finger to it. And so we arrive at an outrageous truth. What do you mean by that? Depending on when So looked at the tablet, he might have seen through our entire strategy. What? The worst time for it would be around the 4th trade. That's when Q had the Sage and I had the Keymaster. If he saw the tablet then, he could use Q's Sage power to also know I was the Keymaster. So, has So just been acting fooled? Shoot, you got me. Or not. Wonder if I'm acting right now? Or maybe I'm telling the truth. I hate you so much. So... Not good. Now there's a possibility that So has to sacrifice. Gosh, So Sam says there's no way we can vote for So. But that doesn't mean we can just vote for Kanna now either. Well then, let's resume the discussion, guys. We'll discuss who it's safe to vote for. It's only safe to vote for Kanna now. We gotta find the one with the least chance of having the sacrifice. So's an absolute no-go. He's the most likely to pull this kind of trick. But between Bucket Girl and Big Sis now, is there any real difference? You need a certain amount of tokens to take the sacrifice from Sara in the 5th trade. You'd need 50 exactly. If you consider the token counts, you'll get your answer. But I don't know the aim of the one who did the trade. What possibilities are there? But I can't choose now or Kanna, damn it. Neither can I. But between Bucket Girl and Big Sis now, is there any real difference, Woof? All I can think of is tokens. Bucket Girl had a lot, and Big Sis now only had a little. What do we even do now? Tokens. That would mean Kanna has the sacrifice. Right? Like Jin said, now hardly had any tokens. Surely she shouldn't have been the one to take the sacrifice from Sara. Then, is now the one with the least likelihood? Wait, please. This isn't right. Big Sis now? Least likelihood? Are you gonna kill me with such vague reasoning? Please, have another discussion. You're right. We can't end this discussion. What are you saying? I just remembered something. There was a way anyone could get tokens. Miss Sara, you know it too, don't you? From Alice's body. I knew you could do it. Big Sis now wouldn't do such a thing. But her and Rekko were in the room. But it's true, when I went to check the body, the tokens were already gone. And Now was closely inspecting the Room of Lies. It just ain't Now who could have done it. Couldn't any of us gotten those tokens? In other words, everyone has the potential to possess a sacrifice. It all ends with a game of trust. Then the last action is going to be the key. What were each of us doing at the time of the 5th trade? As in, just before the main game started? Hope you can find the sacrifice. You better hope we do too, you jackass! We have to determine based on So, Kanna, and Now's actions at the time of the 5th trade. I was sitting on the stairs thinking back on everything that had happened. I was on the laptop in the winner's room the whole time. Will you believe that? Kanna wasn't really doing anything, just wandering absent-mindedly. Did anybody see what the three were doing? I was now on the stairs for most of the time. I was searching all by myself to see if there were any other exits, Meow. Wait, hold on. Jin, you found a smartphone, didn't you? I didn't see those three, Meow. Sorry, Woof. Come to think of it, didn't you tell me you found something while searching? Meow, yeah. There's a smartphone on the stairs, Woof. What? But it wouldn't even make calls. It's useless for escape, Meow. What did you... Okay. Thinking back on the stairs, hope of escape had vanished. I couldn't even stand up. Everything I'm saying is true. Sara, please save me. I was with Now on the stairs for most of the time. I eventually went to check the rubble-blocked exit. It was always the same hopeless situation, though. So I don't know what Now was doing in that time. We have to determine based on So, Kanna, and Now's actions at the time of the 5th trade. Your friendly policeman was shoving aside rubble. I don't know a thing. Kanna? Why aren't you speaking? Are you hiding something, Kanna? Huh? Come to think of it, I feel like you were the only one I didn't see around then. Really, where were you? I mean, I was looking for something I dropped. Something she dropped? The smartphone. If only I hadn't passed out. There was also a ring-up box right in front of me. What do you think, Miss Sara? I think you're a lying piece of shit. Kanna, was the smartphone you lost? How did you... Sure enough. I bet it's the same smartphone I found in Kanna's first trial room. Jin, tell me, where did you pick that up? It was a ways down the stairs, Meow. Sheesh, she must have dropped it while we were all climbing the stairs, surely. Are you protecting Kanna? Me? Stick up for Kanna? It's more likely than you think. Think back for me. When we were climbing the stairs, So and Kanna were walking in front. If she dropped the phone then, everyone should have noticed. In short, this was only dropped after we all climbed up to the exit. Kanna dropped it while descending the stairs. What did she descend for? Why did you try to hide this, Kanna? Because... Big Sis Sara, there's messages on this phone, Meow. Right, that's what Kanna's sister... It's a different message? Thank you. I love you, sister. Now it's Kanna's turn to protect her big sister. Because that's how Kanna can atone. This... Please give that back. Hold on, did you write this, Kanna? But Kanna's big sister's already dead. But Sara is very much alive. Could it be the sister in this message is... No way. Surely not. Is that right, Kanna? Your sister here is me? Yes. I know it's strange. But to Kanna, you're... And so you wanted to save Sara that much? Yes. Hey, Kanna? Was it you who traded away Sara's sacrifice? To avoid using the ring-up box in the winner's room, you returned to the 3rd floor to trade. Hey now, you're talking like Kanna's... Are you saying she took the sacrifice to protect Sara? That's so... It's inconceivable. No, I don't want to conceive of it. Deny it, Kanna. What worthless reasoning? That's all a load of... No, it's all correct. You idiot! Don't say anything! Kanna did the 5th trade. She won't hide the truth anymore. Kanna! Kanna did it. She really did it to protect me. She took the sacrifice for herself? This is just the worst outcome. A self-sacrifice? Kanna! So, you caught on at some point, didn't you? That's why you were trying to move the votes toward Kanna. Shut up. Since there was no other way for Kanna to survive. Please wait. Will you listen carefully to what Kanna has to say? With the 5th trade, Kanna switched her card and Sara's card. Once she knew escape wasn't possible anymore, she had no idea what to do. Then she looked at the phone. Seeing her sister's words calmed her heart. And she came to despise herself for not being able to do anything. This whole time, Kanna had just kept betraying her sister, the others, Sara. She just had a feeling that So had sent the sacrifice to Sara. Kanna doesn't get the complicated trade talk. She can't even reason out who gave who what. Even so, she was certain of just one thing. Because Sara's so kind, she couldn't trade the sacrifice to anyone. Kanna... She didn't want to let Sara die. And also, she didn't want to make So a murderer. That seemed more painful than her own death. So she traded her commoner for Sara's sacrifice. Kanna. But... the card she received was a commoner? What? What's going on here, Kanna? Kanna doesn't understand either. She's sure she traded cards with Sara, but it wasn't the sacrifice. Unthinkable. What's Kanna saying? It's all true. Please believe me. What? I can't believe Buff Girl Wolf. She's lying and trying to confuse us, meow. Well, maybe just Kanna messed up with who she was trading or something? Some unique situation that caused the roll to just disappear? Is that possible, I wonder? You can't trust electronics for shit. That titled erred and got the trade messed up. Don't tell me. I wonder if So hacked the roll cards themselves. He did say he could possibly do that. I can't see through to the truth of their hearts right now. So we might just have to find the objective truth. Hold on. Wait, that would mean now's the sacrifice, wouldn't it? That's the only way. So's hardly saying anything. I can't read his thoughts. I don't know how the ring-up boxes work, but if you're just saying names into the receiver, there could be mistakes. And my sacrifice definitely moved. If it ain't Kanna's mistake, then maybe the floor master purposely changed the destination. Something like that. Gashu changed the trade? Come to think it. Wasn't Miley talking about some transgression of Gashu's just before the main game? Did Gashu trade my sacrifice away? Maybe the influence of So's hacking extended the roll data or something. Some nice evidence would make that a lot more convincing. Too bad. I can't believe Bucket Girl, Woof. She's lying and trying to confuse us, Meow. She's been just betraying us over and over. She's even less trustworthy than the loner, Woof. Don't trust Bucket Girl, Big Sis Sara. I'm going to trust Bucket Girl. I wonder, if So hacked the roll cards themselves? This might be an absurd opinion, but So was spending his remaining time messing with the laptop in the winner's room, right? I wonder, did he hack the card data then? Is that even possible? Because, I mean, there isn't anyone but So who could cause an irregularity, is there? Wait. Gashu? There was a possibility. Something separate from So's hacking. And an irregularity that definitely occurred. The transgression by Floormaster Gashu. Say what? Remember what Miley said before the main game. Gashu, are you listening? You've really gone and mucked things up. You've made a flagrant transgression, one that shakes the very core of the main game. And despite being such a huge transgression, it hasn't shown itself at all this far. And now, this illogical movement of the cards that's tormenting us. Could this very issue be Gashu's transgression? If we believe Kanna, that's the only explanation. You're saying the Coot tampered with the card movement? But for the Floormaster, what would be the merit of doing that? I don't know, really. We don't know the Floormaster's goal. To flip that around, if there was some merit, Gashu would have some reason to meddle. We might figure out who he moved the sacrifice to. Quite the off-mark inference. Is it alright for you to be using your time on this? Gashu? If you haven't engaged in any misconduct, then promise us. I know the Floormaster's code. If we can expose your transgression, this main game won't count. We demand a second attempt 24 hours later. You just know everything, don't you? As to be expected from Miss Sara Chidoan. Promise or no promise, I will simply carry out my duty as per the code. You for real? Within 24 hours, we can make another shot at escape. But are you certain? If you not prove it, you will only be losing time to spend on another reasoning. It's okay. This new possibility we spun, this theory, wasn't being directed to Gashu. So, please tell us the truth. The other possibility is that you did some sort of hacking to the roll card, so if we know whether that claim is true or not, we can fight. Let's all combine forces to win an extension. Kanna? Yes? You really don't have the sacrifice? It's okay. Kanna really doesn't have the sacrifice. I see. I didn't access the roll cards. There we go, you beanie-headed fuck. Let's do this. I didn't do any hacking to them. So, that's the truth, Miss Sara. No lies, no tricks. Alright, let's quit deceiving each other. Let's work to expose Gashu's transgression. Just what I wanted to hear. This is a turning point in our destiny. A path we could never have reached if we were trapped by endless suspicion. The path of us all trusting each other and battling the kidnappers head-on. Together we'll expose Gashu's misdeed. Gashu had something to gain from tampering with the trade. You think he had the sacrifice go to someone he wanted to kill? Or else, you think there was somebody who Gashu didn't want to die? Is there an answer in the clues we have left? There's a fundamental issue. Maybe the sacrifice wasn't actually sent to anybody. Possibly. Because now is the only one we don't know. So it's very possible she could have this sacrifice. It's out there, but maybe in reality Gashu's an ally. Like he wanted this to be exposed so we could put on a period on the main game. Is that too unthinkable? Maybe. Or else do you think there was somebody Gashu didn't want to die? The person with the sacrifice is likely to die. That's why Gashu meddled. Like, I don't want them to die, so I'll move the sacrifice to somebody else. Who's them here? It's obvious, the person who normally end up having the sacrifice. Kanna! Is there an answer? Okay. Out of all the evidence we've seen so far, is there anything related to this transgression? I think there is. So Gashu's transgression was making the sacrifice vanish. Seems unthinkable, sure, but it's just one possibility. There is something curious about the antagonism between Gashu and Miley. You think he had the sacrifice go to someone he wanted to kill? The Coot hates one of us in particular. He wanted him to be killed via the sacrifice in the main game, even if it meant tampering. But who in the world will that be? Obviously, he's got to be the guy who made an escape plan and ruined his honor as a floor master. The hacker man himself, so... No, because he doesn't have the sacrifice. Hold on. Unless there's some new evidence that hasn't come up in discussion, I don't see any leads. Some yet unused evidence. There's the 4 papers. Logically, it's what it's gotta be. Because if that last trade went as normal, Kanna should have gotten the sacrifice. There's gotta be some special connection between Kanna and Gashu. Or maybe Kanna and him both traded at the same time. What do we do? What do we do? It makes sense. A stupid old Coot might just value his worthless honor and pride. Oh god, what do I do? The only evidence I have that hasn't been used are the rulebooks and the 4 papers. Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah, if they... Hold on. Yeah, I'm an idiot. Okay. The only clue that hasn't been used yet is this roster. It looks kind of familiar. That's just like the torn up paper I found on the first floor, meow. Though, what use does it have anyway? What? Why do you have that? Huh? Miley? Curse her. Handing internal documents to participants? Internal documents? Gashu, just what is this roster? What indeed? He caught on to the fact that I don't know what this means. You did good, Sara. Gashu just made a slip of the tongue. You freaked him out. Whatever could he mean? Your son was a whole lot better at playing dumb, huh? What meaning could these papers have? I couldn't even guess, but there's value in solving this mystery. We ain't got time. Let's thoroughly talk about anything suspicious about this roster. There are 4 bound sheets and 4 names on each sheet. Besides our names, there's a bunch of names I have never even heard. Huh? This roster doesn't seem to be sorted by name. Hold on a sec, there are participants whose names aren't even on this. The roster? It's reminding me of something, Mal. If you want to look closer at the roster, tell policemen and we'll look at it together. You got it, buddy. So Sara Chidoan, high school student, Naomichi Kurumada, boxer, Keiji Shinogi, ex-detective, Kitara, baseball, Shunsuke Hayasaka, office worker, Enzu Kinashi, Reku Yabusame, Mai Tsurugi, Alice Yabusame, Ranmaru Kageyama, Megumi Sasahara, Kazumi Mishima, Kana Kizuchi, Jim Ibushi, Hinako Misuku, and Shin Tsukimi. Joe's name's not on this, I think. Okay. Joe isn't on this either. What are you trying to say? Sorry, no ill will meant. I'm just laying out the facts from to reason from. Counting them now, there are 4 of us participants whose names aren't listed here. 4 of us? Yeah, hold on. Now Joe... Hold on. Yeah, now's not on here. So now, So, Joe and... I'm pretty sure Kai's name was never on here. Exactly one sheet's worth, huh? Sideshow names is a bunch of names I've never heard. Kuramada, Hayasaka, Kinashi, Tsurugi, and tons of other peeps I don't know. Were these people who died in the first trial before they could meet us? That might be it. How many people these kidnappers gotta kill until they're satisfied? Nah, now's not the time to get emotional. Who would have made this roster, I wonder? Probably Miley. It's what Gashu's reaction seemed to indicate, too. Is there no follow-up to these sheets? Follow-up? No, there wasn't anything else. Is that so? Sorry. It's okay. Yeah, I don't really need to look at these anymore. Look at this. These names are sorted by percentage. How creepy. What sort of ratio are these numbers supposed to represent? Numbers are clearly out of place. Might they hold the key to solving this? I'm guessing they're how likely you are to survive or something. Roster. I get it. The bar on the first floor, what? There was a list of names on the blackboard, meow. Now that you mention it, that was a roster too, but I couldn't possibly recall everyone's name. I memorized it, meow. What? Canned drink was Alice, Kai, Kazumi, Keiji, Shinsuke, so Naomichi, Mai, Megumi, Reko, Kitaro, meow. Canned drink was Anju, Kanna, Jin, Kuji, Sara, Joe, Nao, Hinako, and Maru. That's amazing, Jim. Easier than learning the prefectures of Japan, meow. By the way, Big Sara, your roster, it's missing the names Kai, So, Kugi, Joe, and Nao. Okay, so I'm actually missing 5 names. Okay. This is important information. Was I useful, meow? Yes, you were, my buddy. Okay. Hold on. Let me save, now that I've gotten all this information. Let's take Jin's and apply it here. No. We apply it to So, because there's one more name that's missing. So, what did you just say? Huh? There are 4 people's names missing. Meow? Kai, So, Kugi, Joe, and Nao aren't listed, so... That's 5, woof. Huh? I guess I rushed and miscounted. Sorry. Hey, do we really need to worry about little mistakes right now? That mistake isn't just a trivial issue. Why did So get it wrong? That's what's important. Gashu, tell us how many participants were dragged into the death game. That would be 20. There are 16 listed on the roster. Plus 5 who aren't listed, doesn't that add up to 21? One too many? What's that mean, meow? There were exactly 20 names on the blackboard, woof. Well then, let's compare the names of the paper roster with those on the blackboard. The blackboard names are like this. First, the 5 not listed on the roster are Kai, So, Kugi, Joe, and Nao. Let's remove those 5. On the first sheet, yeah, all 4 names are present. The second sheet, similarly, all 4 names are there. Wait. So wasn't supposed to be here. What? Well, wait, no. Shinsuke. Shinsuke, that's the only person not on the blackboard, meow. We've derived a 21st person. So who the hell is this? Who is Shinsuke? A participant who died unknown, that would be impossible. It'd be one person among us. Okay, let's calm down. What does that mean exactly? An alias? If someone's using an alias... I see. Shinsuke is one of us. And they rewrote their alias on the blackboard. No way. Interesting. If we follow that logic, Shinsuke has already been identified. Say what? Sara, let's work this out. If all the names on the paper roster are real, there's someone whose real name hasn't been revealed. Is someone not on the blackboard? Nope, wrong. You tired, Sara? A little bit. It's me. My real name is Shinsuke. Let's just suppress my urge to say that. Why would they include an option like that? I love it. Oh, I didn't mean to click that. It's one of the people not on the roster. Kai, So, Kugi, Joe, or Now? Right you are. Alright, let's discuss those 5 names. This is my real name. Professor Mashiba always called me Miss Now, remember? I'm using my real name too. It was written there at the prize exchange, right? Kugi is the name of Kanna's sister. If Big Bro Joe was using a fake name, Big Sis Sara would figure out right away, meow. Kai's name was on his laptop. Based on the email logs, should be a real one. If you want to check the roster, call policeman at any time. Okay. Oh, he noticed something. I would never give up my precious sister's name. No, you would not. Big Sis Sara, is Big Bro Joe his real name, Wolf? Of course it is. Good, meow. Please believe me, Sara. I do really doubt it's an alias. So yeah. He only acted suspicious when So said something. What's the matter, Keiji? Oh, just impressed by how calmly he could lie. Lie? Sara, recall the prize exchange. The prize exchange. Huh? Remember? There were photos, but no names anywhere. Was that right? Must have had it wrong. So, what exactly are you afraid of? Afraid? So is... You said you'd tell the truth, right? To defeat Gashu together. We're your allies. Try trusting us, So. No. Shinsuke. So is Shinsuke. I want to trust you all too. But So. He's trying to say something. In that case, I'll draw it out. Alright, let's do this. Alright, Beanie Bud. Let's do this one last time. Stop moving. So, this is the moment to reveal your true self. My real name is... Shinsuke. I'll tell you everything. Even the secret of that roster. You know about it, meow? Yeah. Because that's exactly the same as what I got in my first trial. What'd he say? Tell us, what the heck does this thing mean? It's the victory rate for the participants in the death game. There's the weird percentages on the left, right? Those are everyone's chances of surviving the death game to the end. Their odds of winning. Dumbass, how would they figure that out? Because... they tested it with AIs. Right, they ran simulations of innumerable death games, all done entirely digitally. They explained at horrible length to me how accurate this data was. And I saw my own percentage. 0%. Certain death. I absolutely can't survive this death game. That's why I had to abandon myself. I don't want to die. I can't stop shaking. I'm going to be killed. Everyone will choose me by vote and kill me. I don't want that. Hey. Hiya. A shadow illuminated by light spoke to me. Just a random question, but do you know what a majority vote is? He talked to me and cornered me. Okay then, let's go. It hurts. Stop. Strength in numbers. You're a helpless sheep that'll be eaten by the strong. If you don't want to die, you change. I threw Shinsuke away. So... Dear me, what a heart-wrenching tale. But time has expired, everyone. We're out of time? Sorry, it's nearly time for voting. Hold on a sec, our discussion! Did you make any progress? It was all unrelated to my transgression. Revealing the truth of the roster. Did that make any progress? That's... Hey, so, you got any more info on this roster? If I did, I wouldn't hide it now! Sara, is there any other evidence that proves his transgression? I have important evidence. Let's hear it. What would that be? The tablet. Unfortunately, that appears to prove nothing. No way! Is it hopeless? Maybe there's nothing else we can do. Are you giving up, Sara? I rewrote the blackboard, and also... I destroyed my own monitor in the monitor room. I've told you everything, just like I swore. So please, save me. Win us an extension, please. You got it, buddy. I feel it. So's trust in me. A real bond. Of course I will, so... Sara, this is our last chance. Doesn't matter what, find something connected to this transgression. We'll all think about it and win, Meow. No slacking, Loner. Yeah, I know. Guys, our discussion's definitely progressing. We unraveled the mystery of this roster. Let's trust that the truth of this transgression lies beyond that answer. This is your final discussion. Use it meaningfully. Got it. This roster lists the chances of survival for the participants in the death game. You say they determined the chances of victory by running simulations with the eyes, right? Is there something about these sheets we're still overlooking? There only being 16 names makes you wonder, right? If so was an alias, that means there's actually four not listed, right? Kaikugi, So, and Now were four not on the roster, Meow. Kinda curious how Sara's chances of victory are the highest, huh? Okay. Even I wasn't told any more details than that. I just got a whole lecture on how exact and unmistakable their data was. Can you recall anything else at all? Well... what is it? Now that I think about it, they might have used the words candidates, not participants. Well, not that there's any difference between participants and candidates, is there? If there's a chance the kidnappers were told using those terms distinctly, then maybe. Participants and candidates. So we're the actual participants, but they're the ones who could possibly become... Oh. Can't think of any common points between those four, but... Maybe we can figure out something in common between the 16 of us who are on the roster? There's something about these sheets we're overlooking. We've established the chances of victory in everyone's real names, but... For instance, we haven't touched on them yet, so maybe there's something odd about the occupations. Maybe. Let's check it together, Sara. You know, I'm just trying to figure it out. Shinsuke, or Shinsuke. I'm just gonna call him Hayasaka. Hayasaka is the one that got axed, literally. Like, he was the one who died. So... Okay, I can't really think of anything. Since we learned the Loner's real name, there's no question it's these four, Woof. But I don't know what they have in common, Meow. There's a mix of living people and not living people and someone we never met, Woof. You said they determined these chances of victory by running simulations with the eyes, right? Our AI selves must have killed each other again and again for this data, and been reset. Could that monitor room have been the place they did the test runs? Wait, they're AI, so they'd have to fight digitally. True, no reason they would have needed to assemble in that room. Come to think of it, I heard there was something unique about the eyes in the monitor room. They were all the candidates who survived the first trial. All the candidates. What are the chances of the fourth who aren't listed? Who knows, their actions could have affected the chances for these 16. Maybe the reason they're not on here Is because those 4 are dolls or something? Dolls? I really hope Joe is just a doll. I do not want him to be dead. Hold on. So wait, we were all candidates. Those 4 died, and now... Hold on. Please be something. Hang on. What's this about candidates? Are participants and candidates really the same? The participants, are those are the 20 people who were brought into this death game. Then what are the candidates the Floormaster spoke of? Those qualified to win. It's those who with the qualifications, the right, those who fulfill the conditions to be the ultimate winner. And with that in mind, if Gashu, who swears loyalty to the organization, were to make a transgression, he'd try to kill a non-candidate. What if there's someone among us who doesn't have the right to victory, a non-candidate? Gashu would try to kill them. That's why he tampered with the sacrifice. I should know it now. Who here is not a candidate? Now. Now! Now? Yes? You have the sacrifice, don't you? This roster lists the names of the candidates, those who were qualified for victory. Even Shinsuke, with a 0% chance to actually win, is listed. But now, well, out of the survivors, your name is the only one missing. And in the monitor room too, there was no AI of you. No, there didn't exist a now AI to begin with. Because you were an outsider who didn't meet the qualifications to be a candidate. So Gashu tried to kill you. He sent the sacrifice with its high risk of death to now. That was your transgression, Gashu. Fantastic, simply fantastic. Well done, Miss Sara. Okay, okay. Yes, indeed, you are the chosen one. It's over. All the energy's leaving me. Our long, long discussion. And at the end we earned it. Victory. A moment's survival. I'm sorry, everyone. I kept quiet about the sacrifice the whole time. Thinking about what would happen if we couldn't do it. I just couldn't say it. It's entirely reasonable. I might have done the same thing in your situation. I'm sorry. Please stop it. All the fault lies with Gashu. Answer me, Gashu. Candidates, this death game. What's all it mean? I will say but one thing. Everyone, have you ever harbored doubts about your upbringing? Huh? That is my first and last hint for you. Last? Miss Sara Jadoan? You have overlooked something important about the Floormaster's code. About the code? It is written clearly. If there is misconduct during the main game, it either proceeds with the transgressor's death or must be retried 24 hours later. Huh? And I promise that I will fulfill my duty as per the code. If I take responsibility on my life, then the main game shall continue? You fuck! You kidding? Stop! Everyone, please earn victory. You son of a bitch! No way. This is... He offed himself. Gashu! No. No! This is impossible. It should be over. Why this? He was going to do this from the start? Why? For just a day's extension, we hung on stubbornly and put our lives on the line. And yet, Gashu casually threw away his life. He easily shot down our hope. Who could be capable of such a thing? He's a demon. He's a fucking jackass. This shouldn't have... Safalin. Please, it's an emergency, right? Suspend the main game. I can't do that. I can only act as a substitute. No, you're really going to continue? This is all within the rules. If I refuse, everyone's gonna die. This isn't right. This isn't right at all. I'm begging you, it doesn't have to be 24 hours. At least let us retry. I'm sorry. I'll do anything. Anything, so please. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No. Now. Now is the sacrifice. And Q's the sage. No one will vote for her. And we need to choose two. One of the commoners. So are why can't we... Oh, wait. Right. Forgot the Q wasn't part of the game. Now's the sacrifice. I'm the Keymaster. We can only vote for So or Kanna. I guess it's clear who you'll vote for. I'm tired. As much as I contribute, everyone's gonna choose me, right? No! Don't show me that crying sprite! Everyone, won't you vote for Kanna? What? Huh? What are you... Please, vote for Kanna. What are you saying, Kanna? I'm sure you understand. Between So and Kanna, which of us isn't necessary? Stupid, don't say that! Kanna already intended to die from the moment she tried to trade for Sara's sacrifice. Kanna? Please, this is about the only thing Kanna can do. In exchange, I want you to believe in So. Because he's really not a bad person. Why can't I say anything? Kanna's throwing her life away to protect So. Am I just gonna watch in silence? Kanna! Don't be ridiculous, Kanna! So? Self-sacrifice? That's worthless! You really are a kid, Kanna. A thoughtless kid with a backwards notion that if she dies it'll solve everything. My feelings won't change. Be quiet, Kanna. Guys, we have our conclusion. Hurry up and vote. Sara, you hated me from deep down, right? Aren't I awful? You won't get another chance like this. Kanna doesn't have any wisdom, and can't even hack. I told you to shut up, Kanna. Please remember the first main game. We all chose Kai as the victim. For our survival, we didn't choose by feelings but logic. But wasn't that a mistake? Real failure is wavering. Not trusting your beliefs is weakness. Stop it. And this time, the right thing is to choose logic so that you can escape. You should choose Kanna. Just stop it! It's time to vote. I can't wait any longer. Touch your voting tablets or everyone will die. Got it. Mr. Policeman just voted for Kanna. Keiji! Thank you very much. This ain't a joke. I'm ashamed of you, Keiji. Sacrificing a kid for the sake of adults. That's a demonic choice you just can't make. I'm voting for So. You're right, Q. I don't think Kanna's a burden at all. My vote's for So. Fine by me. Now we just vote for ourselves at 3-2. Jin, it should be an easy vote for you, right? I do hate the loner, but it's not like I want him to die. Dumbass, if you don't choose me, I'll just use you next and get you killed. So just a way out? You don't have to take responsibility, Jin. Big Sis Sara, if you vote for Kanna, it'll be tied 3-3. Your vote won't cause anyone to die. But then, Big Sis Sara, your vote will... It's okay, Jin. I'll take responsibility. I voted for Bucket Girl, meow. Now it's just me. My vote will decide everything. It'll decide it all. We did it, Sara. Now? Do you remember the conditions for the sacrifice to win? The sacrifice wins even if it's a tie for first. Now so is 3 votes. Kanna has 3 votes. And as a sacrifice, I can vote for myself twice. If you vote for me, that's 3 votes for everyone. Now, you are not suggesting this. Say what? Let's return home together, Sara. Big Sis Sara, you won't do that, right? Don't make me make this decision. I know I promised to save you, but... I'm sorry, so... That's just fine, Sara. You hated me enough to kill me. Isn't that right? No. Kind of. That's true. I did want to kill you. That's why you weren't mistaken at all. Well, then I'll announce the results. Keymaster was Keiji Shinogi. The Sage was Kitara Burgerberg. The sacrifice was now Ego Koro. I see. So this is your answer, Sara. Now, it's strange. I couldn't stop shaking from fear. But the moment you decided, that stopped. I'm glad. I'm glad I didn't have to betray you all. Now, Rekko, I'm glad I can meet you. I should be saying that. If you weren't around now, Thank you. Now. I wonder if I'll meet the professor over there. I wanted to finish that painting. Well then, it's time for the execution. Wait. Miss Sara, take this. It's an instant death switch. Unless you want our suffering to be long, you just have to press it. Oh, come on! Oh. No. Don't press it. Now! Now! I am trying to press the button! Now! You are suffering! Jesus Christ! Now expired. Professor? I'm sorry. The present I was going to give you. I still couldn't finish it. That's alright. He'll have plenty of time now. Yeah, I couldn't push the button. To the very end, Now said she didn't want to die. There was no way I could push it. I tried. Once again, I couldn't protect them. They died again. Ugh. Next is So. Wait. Stop it already. Please, Cephalin. Please move aside. I need to activate the device. Don't kill So. Don't kill our ally, please. Ally. Worthless. So worthless. You don't have any last words, do you? I'll begin the execute. I'm not gonna die. Huh? I'm sorry, what? You can take off your collar? You think I'll do what you want? Your collar? What? Exit's that way, huh? It's futile. This facility has a defense system. No. Got weapons like this too. No dice after all. Pathetic. After all I did. Maybe I should have believed in everyone. Miss Sara, there's actually just one thing wrong in your reasoning. And I'll tell you what it is. My final present. Where did So go? What? Did he actually get out? My feet move as if guided by something. Some sort of premonition is calling me. What? So? So's body is limp. No. You can't. Even if you got your collar off? You said you wouldn't let the kidnappers do what they wanted, right? Please. Please respond. I keep shaking him, but he isn't moving a muscle. He's not breathing. No. So has already expired. So! So, wake up. One last word, please. Even So. Everyone just keeps dying. Whatever I do, as much as I struggle, it was all meaningless. I'm powerless. I can't stand up anymore. I hear a noise from the monitor. Why is this on? No, that doesn't matter. I don't want to think anymore. Nothing's gonna change now. My actions can't affect anything. Everyone's dying. Just like So here. Something's off. Why is So in this position? Don't tell me So was trying to use this machine? Looking closely at the keyboard by his hands, there were bloodstains from him using it. Did So turn on this monitor? But for what? I looked at the monitor. Huh? What? Is this some kind of joke again? There was a familiar face. The face of my best friend who I always saw at school. Joe. Is that Sara? What's going on with me? Inconceivable. It's another hallucination. I've finally broken down. Because there shouldn't be an AI of Joe. But that doesn't matter to me right now. Joe. Is that you, Joe? Huh? Yeah. Sara? Sara, what are you crying for? I couldn't do anything. I killed you. Even though you were my best friend. Sara? But still. I vowed to everyone that we would escape together. And yeah, they've kept dying. Professor Mishima, Kai, Alice, now, and so. I can't protect anyone. I can't save anyone. I can't do anything. My heart's buckled under. Get a hold of yourself, Sara. Joe. When do you become such a whiner? I mean, those tears don't suit you, Sara. Why? You're so cold, Joe. You know, we were hanging out all the time before we even knew it, huh? Having stupid talks on summer break, buying junk food after school, getting Ryoko laughing at us. And when my grades tanked, you were the one freaking out, Sara. Never asked to go studying. Oh, and I remember all those dumb requests you made me sing karaoke. I sang with all I had, so you were cracking up. Joe, it's good to see you again, man. Every day was super fun, man. And when bad stuff happened and it wasn't fun, you were there talking to me. Sara, I feel nothing but gratitude for you. Gratitude? I don't know about all this betrayal or dying. Don't have any memory of that part. But I know this. You'll always make choices I can trust, Sara. Joe. Were you thinking I hated you or something? Don't put me down, Sara. I'm not that self-righteous a guy. So don't cry anymore, Sara. You can tell it to her, but now I'm fucking crying, man. So cheeky. When you're Joe, of all people. Sara, believe in yourself. I'll always follow you. You know, like a dog. Ah, that's right. Guess I should say, well, it's hard for a guy and a girl to say this sort of stuff to each other, but don't you dare. Don't you dare, Joe. I love you, Sara. You're my best friend. God damn it. I always wanted to say that too. Joe, you're my best friend. I won't cry anymore. I won't lose. Please always watch me from close by. Yeah. Thank you, Joe. And also... So... It was always a clean... Oh my god, I'm actually crying. Fuck, I'm really glad I don't have a webcam right now. Oh, God. It was always clinging to me. This false hallucination I created. But now, I won't look at it anymore. I'll move forward. And I'll end this death game. Sara, I'm okay now. Because Sara, that look on your face. Listen to me, everyone. We aren't going to kill each other anymore. They won't make us do that ever again. I'm going to end the death game. I'm on board. No matter how tricky our opponent, I'm gonna fight too. Yeah, that's right. I'll avenge Now and Alice. I don't want anyone to die either. I'll make them learn So's regret, meow. I won't submit anymore. Everyone's prepared. We won't lose our way. Let's claim our future. You're doing well, Sara. Your father's glad you survived. What the fuck? Now, let's begin, shall we? The final death game.